It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the USC Trojans and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Nice.
Thanks, Holly. So the USC Trojans kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Running inside, it's Williams. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. You start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. This quarterback, part of their running game. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The run inside, it's Williams. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He might want another play. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Back to pass on second down. That's caught. It's Carter. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, they'll pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Finding some room. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raider. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on fourth down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach taking those risks. But when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the fourth down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finish with this drive together. You're right. Circle that fourth down. That was a big one.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Got his man. Showing off the arms. That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking downfield on first down. He wants to take the top off. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Makes the grab. It's Bowman. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Got the back over the middle. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry up. From the red zone, looking for a space. Throws for the tight end. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Escapes the pressure going right. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll get the ball back, stopping him short of the first down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Might be changing the route. He leaves it with the back. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Eakin. Breaks the tackle. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. And the Red Raiders have their offense in high gear. Running inside, it's Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Hammond. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Wants to throw again. Got him downfield.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air on 2nd down. This time it's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. He's got the tight end. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, 3rd down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Red Raiders!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterbacks got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he is out of bounds on this return. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it way down the field. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Jordan. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Maiava. He unleashes a long one. And it's caught inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Makes one man miss. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He's looking to throw. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Past the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer. Force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They looked like they were about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback, too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
Coming out with it, it's Lockhart. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Maiava. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab down the middle. Running free. Inside the 10. Touchdown, USC. He got a step and just dusted the field. Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that.
Number 48, set to advance on the football.
Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Fires to the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Fires to the right. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. First play of the drive wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Hammond. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Simmons. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the right. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
To the air, it's Mayava. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He's going to run it. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
He's got an open man. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the ground, it's Dickey. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 12 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Gators, not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
Under fire, and down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Dumps it to the back. Finds his man. It's Jordan. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds a man all alone. Touchdown, Trojans! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
And this tight end after that touchdown continues to have his way for the defense, and there was nobody even around him, close to him in the end zone, David. He just found the zone. He put his hand up. Quarterback, that was easy for him to see, but inexplicably bad coverage on the back end by the defense.
I mean, that was basically routes on air, wide open. And this guy, it's not like he's a bum. This dude's been cooking you all day, and they left him absolutely wide open. Big-time mistake by the defense and the offense. The QB's like, hey, my man's wide open. He's kind of done some work. I'll throw him the football. Easy 6.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, USC! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hudson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Here comes the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Southern Cal! The defense putting points on the board. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up for the PAT. How in the world did he miss that?
Number 48, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
The Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. And the route is on.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Hammond. Grab near the marker, it's Hudson.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
He'll do it himself. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, he coughed it up. God, big mistake, but here's the thing. I'm going to run my quarterback. I got to pick my spots, but he's got to understand when I can take hits, when I get in traffic, and I got to wrap that thing up. And I'm a running back, right? When I'm running these designed quarterback runs, I got to take care of the football.
The run inside. It's Jordan. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They'll try the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, it's picked off.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point that he was able to come away with the pick.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Gets it out fast.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it in. It's Eakin. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. The Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Dickey. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And he makes the extra point. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Grab behind the line. It's Jordan. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm.
Makes a grab and room to run. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Touchdown, Trojans! And the punishment has been extended. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the Hallelujah Land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they did tack on the extra point. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. To throw, it's Hammond. Here's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own. Great field position.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. The way these two teams are putting up numbers, all kinds of time left as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
Texas Tech, 28.
He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. He's got it down the middle. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
And a lot of times in football, man, the short memory, we usually talk about the quarterback. But sometimes it's the running back who puts it on the deck. Sometimes it's your playmaker out wide who puts the ball on the deck. But that doesn't mean you abandon him. You come back to him, let him make plays. Nice job making the catch. And I still expect him to be a big part of this football game.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Unloads it left. Makes the catch. It's Simmons. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Red Raiders are rolling down the field. The give on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The short hands, it's Simmons. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Red Raiders, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw it. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Finds his man. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Trojans in the hurry up. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
And listen, the defense has made it a priority to try to rip the football free. You saw them that time really trying to go for that turnover, but nice job breaking tackles. Really good ball security by the running back.
Makes the catch. It's Jordan.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
He'll take a shot. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. The play in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20 on a touchback.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Caught over the middle. It's Carter. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
To the air, it's Hammond. The sure hands, it's Carter. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. At the 40, there he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Red Raiders trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man. It's Bowman. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Man, let it rip, young fella. I mean, closing in on 450 yards, throwing the ball early and often with a lot of success.
Back to pass. It's Mayava. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside. It's Dickey. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Back to throw, it's Hammond. Looking to the big tight end. And he's thrown another interception. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Bowman. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Trojans have pushed it inside the 20. Defense might bring the house here. Off play action. Got his man. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting.